friends to the Coliseum. Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. This joke... This deck started as a joke because of a meme, which will be pictured here. Okay. I saw this meme, and I was just like, oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? I gotta build a cycling deck. Why not? Let's build it. Let's go play Cycling and Explorer. So, I settled on Jeskai. Originally it was Boros, but of course, I just couldn't give up Improbable Alliance. I've played a list like this in the past in Historic, and I just loved Improbable Alliance. So let's do a quick little breakdown here. I do have a sideboard built. I'm thinking with Eternal formats, and you guys tell me in the comments how you feel about this. I'm thinking in Eternal formats, we should do, even though I love best of one, we should do 4 best of 1, and then 1 best of 3. That way we can see the sideboard in action. And really with Eternal formats, it gives us more variety. We'll see better, not better decks, but we'll see usually a more diverse group of decks if we do a best of 3 in there too. We'll probably just end up playing Rakdos, but you never know. So, what is the goal here? Cycling. You cycle cards, you pay a cost, you discard it, you draw a new card. Easy enough. You get through the deck. Some things like Flourishing Fox, whenever you cycle another card, put a +1/+1 counter on him. If that's the case, they get bigger, they get better. There are other things. Drannith Stinger, whenever you cycle another card, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cycle another card, you gain 1 life. Some of these things have perks. However, the biggest perk, and the biggest reason to play this deck, of course, per the meme, is Zenith Flare. Zenith Flare is a 4-mana instant. Deals X damage to any target and you gain X life, where X is the number of cards with cycling in your graveyard. So you build up, you play the ground game, and then when the time is right, you flare them to the dome, and that's how it goes. So to complement this, what do we have? We have the aforementioned Improbable Alliance. So for red and a blue, you can enchant it whenever you draw your second card each turn. You get a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. And then for 6 mana, you can draw a card, discard a card. Powerful thing that if we drop it turn 2 or at any point, we're going to start generating tokens every turn. That's really the big reason this is here. This keeps our ground game. It gives us time to find what we need alongside other cards, and also an interesting little addition here, Hallowed One. It costs 2 colorless less to cast for each card you cycled or discarded this turn. And then, of course, has a cycling cost of 2. So, theoretically, turn 3, we play this for free after we cycle a couple cards. Is it always going to work out like that? Probably not, but worst case scenario, he cycles himself. Definitely works for the theme, definitely all that good stuff. We also have Sweltering Suns. Again, keeping the ground game. Deals 3 damage to each creature and has a cycling cost of 3. So, either we wipe the board, or we keep things moving. Just keep things moving. This is the goal. Alongside that, we also have Go for Blood. This comes up more than you would realize, hence why it's here, but especially if you get Flourishing Fox going, Go for Blood can be a pretty sweet removal spell. Or like I said, worst case scenario, you cycle it. Censor is in here because, of course, if we have blue, we should have Censor. And it's literally a force spike, otherwise we just cycle it away. You gotta love it. If the card isn't useful, that's why I love cycling. If the card isn't useful, you get rid of it. And then, of course, topping out the curve is Cast Out. Again, being able to deal with any permanent. It's basically an instant speed, banishing, well, Oblivion Ring, Banishing Light, whichever the things. It enters the battlefield, exile non-land permanent until it leaves the battlefield, or it cycles away for just a white. Now, the mana base is a little iffy. I only have 1 Triome, and unlike Historic, we don't have the 1 mana cycling lands. So that's kind of where we're at. As far as that, I mean, the rest of the deck is, or the rest of the mana base is exactly what you'd expect. We're trying to maintain as much of our Jeskai as we can, but I kind of feel like there should be more Triomes, but they're just too slow. They're too slow. The lands, the common lands in Historic that you cycle for 1 mana, you know, Forgotten Cave and the like, those are fantastic because you can cycle them for 1 mana. However, they do also enter the battlefield tapped. This is fantastic, but it costs 3 mana to cycle, which we want to keep things going. We got to find the Zenith Flares as quickly as we can. So let's take a look at the sideboard. What do we got? We got some standards. We got Ether Gusts. We got, for those aggro matchups, a Mystical Dispute for control, Unlicensed Hearse for graveyard themes, and then, Supreme Verdict. It was reprinted, might as well play it. Oh, not reprinted. It was reintroduced into Arena with the last anthology, so gotta get it, gotta play it. Now, outside of that, fitting with the theme, we have Shredded Sails. Not only is it artifact removal, but if we run into something like Rogues or Angels, it's a fantastic way to shoot them out of the sky or cycle away. Beautiful. And then we have Forsake the Worldly. Again, artifacts and enchantments have started to make a comeback. So this being able to not only exile either one or cycle away gives it the edge over some of the less costly options. But here's the real MVP, baby. I love this card. I don't know how well it's going to do. I haven't played it in forever, but if you're playing a deck like this, you gotta play it. Iron Craig Pyromancer. 0-4 for 3. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you lightning bolt whatever you want. Oh, I love this card. I just do. It's just so good. And who knows if it'll live up to the hype of when I last played it, but man, any excuse to play this card and I will play it. I'd move it in the main deck, but since we don't really know what the metagame's going to look like, I don't want to take anything with cycling out. It's entirely possible it could be in the place of the Improbable Alliance, but Improbable Alliance is a lot harder to deal with once it's resolved, being an enchantment than a creature. So this is really just here for those creature matchups, plus being a big enough butt to survive Sweltering Suns is fabulous. So that is the deck, my friends. Here we are, Psych Detective. Oh, gotta love it, gotta love it. Anywho, if this is your first time here, my friends, feel free to like and subscribe. Support GrizzlyMantes, Lily and Tubbs. We love it. We love to have you here. Also, assuming we don't just get pummeled into the ground after we are done, we will be looking at the Untapped.gg statistics. If you want that bird's eye view, we will hit that at the end. Otherwise, my friends, let's get to the game. Alright, we don't have white mana, but we do have stuff to do. We do have time to do it, and we have cycling power. So let's do it, baby. Opponent's aggressively... Let's probably get rid of this healer first, depending on what he does here. Lino or Elves. Sounds good to me. Beautiful. Let's just pass. I was going to go Flourishing Fox or Stinger, but at this point, since I'm planning the Sweltering Suns... Alright, he's just getting in there. Sure. Mystic. Got it. Just keep cycling, baby. Keep on keeping on. This time I am going to toss this bad boy out here so that way I can hold up Censor and have cycling powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scavenging Ooze. That sucks. But okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep. This is why we have the Gopher Bloods. That's a beating. We're gonna have to race this. Ouch. Alright, so we got a 5/5, huh? I think we can do it. Unfortunate. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Now we're out of stuff to do, unfortunately. As long as he doesn't go to another one. Oof, that's bad. But we'll see. Troll and a Vivian. Interesting.
And I will survive you.
Yep. We're gonna need something bigger here.
My, how you've grown.
We need to find our Zenith Flares. I feel like we should have seen them by now. Alright. Hallowed One will probably have to be cycled next turn. Now we're running out of stuff to do, unfortunately. Oof. Nyx Lotus. Well, I admire it. I admire the jank. I love it. I think he's going to tap for 6 mana next turn. He's going to Storm the Festival again. Alright, now we got an 8/8 to deal with. Oof. Ouch. Well, never mind. Now we don't. Alright, so that costs 4. He's gonna get to Storm the Festival again. I guess we'll see what happens on this one. Yep, you don't say. Oof, oof, man. Oh, that's probably a GG here.
To battle. Let's get moving.
Yeah, you know what? I think, should we shoot the GG here? Probably should shoot the GG here. Well, if we draw another cast out, we'll be fine. And then, how many cards do we have left? God, dude. Stupid Scavenging Ooze. We got a lot of cyclers left. There's a chance. Yeah. I think he thinks I'm going after the Scavenging Ooze, which unfortunately I can't. I have to go after the Old Growth Troll here. Geez, Scavenging Ooze on our first matchup? This is not the way I wanted to start this out. But you never know. Storm the Festival deck. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. We know. Must be pretty good. Okay, anything else? You already got that one. Okay. Anything else? Anywho. We gotta get the one that's gonna kill us, dude. Come on. I was gonna cycle the hollow one, but... oh, actually, I have to because this will kill it. Anywho. Cycle this guy. Oh, look! It's a Zenith Flare, everybody. Right. Well. See if we can find another cast out. He might be dumb. Ready the GG. See if he uses the Vivian to kill the hollow one, then yeah, dude, we know, yeah. God, Scavenging Ooze with a Nyx Lotus. We're never gonna win this one, baby. Come on. Alright. He saw the line. Bye-bye. Ah, what a way to start. Scavenging Ooze. We'll do it. Sounds good to me. We got Cyclers, we got Zenith Flare. Let's go from there. Oh boy. Burn, eh? Yeah, bye-bye, Mr. Flourishing Fox. Ooh. Oh, you know what I need right now? Street Wraith. Cycle and response. What? Nah, just kidding. Nice 2/2 haste, bro. This is gonna hurt. Holy cast outs. Yep. Nice. Okay, here comes the stomp. Yep, like clockwork. I'm passing the turn because we want to be able to cycle during his turn if we can draw another cycler. Sure. Comes in. See if we can draw another cycler here or not. Nope. Well, that is awkward. We have stuff to do, but that's awkward. Oof, that's really awkward. Got something else to play. We need a Sweltering Suns. Oof. We need cyclers, but that's the deck. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? I don't think we can risk it. I was gonna play and activate Improbable Alliance to get a chump blocker, but if he has a... Oh, man! Such a good start. We got mana flooded. That's why my lands need to have cycling. Well, let's see what happens. See if he's got it. He doesn't. Okay. Oh boy. Have some more. Ugh. Alright, Sweltering Suns off the top, baby! Otherwise, we in trouble. Come on, Evases. Okay, well. Man! Where's our Sweltering Suns when we need it, right? Eesh. I was looking to see if I wanted to cut a land. But then, I only have 21 lands. That last game was just unfortunate. We got mana flooded with 21 lands. Yeah, we'll try it. Lead on Sacred Foundry. Oh boy. Yeah, this one's not good. This isn't going to be a good matchup for us. That's something. Cycle the Stinger. How are we getting flooded with 21 lands? Sure. There's the Sweltering Suns. See if we can draw another Cycler here. I feel like I'm having some bad luck here. What do you guys think? Wanted to get this hollow one out, but apparently I'm just not going to draw any of my millions of Cyclers. Yep. Getting better by the second. Yep. So the goal here, or the plan here I should say, yep, is to block the Werewolf Pack Leader. Oh. Okay. That works too. And then Sweltering Suns the rest of the board away. It's not going to help us too much, but at least keep us in the game. Jeez, man. Great Henge is going to make life a little tougher, but we'll see. He doesn't have a 1/1, which is nice, and that means that whatever he drew was worse than a Lovestruck Beast. Kazundu Mammoth. Oh, boy. Oh, we're going to have to start shooting Zenith Flares at his creatures, which is annoying. Drannith Stinger. We could always use the Otawara Soaring City to bounce something. We might have to bounce this Mammoth. I don't hate that idea. So, let's go. Yeah, we're going to do that. Cycle the Stinger and then bounce the Mammoth. Unless he goes something crazy like a Steel Leaf Champion. Sure. He's at 25. We are a long ways away from, let's see what we draw first. What was that? Was that his creature? Oh, okay. Scoos ends our life again. Man, we're getting brutalized here. Alright, we are going to do... Well, this will be the last best of one we do. Yeah, sure, we'll try it. Don't have the double red for Sweltering Suns, which is awkward, but we got stuff to cycle. All these shocklands are really hitting us hard. Maybe we should go Boros. I don't know. Haven't really seen the Improbable Alliance or Censor do anything yet, even though they are quite good. Speak of the devil. Oh boy. Oh great. Alright, let's find Censor quickly or else we're screwed. Go for blood, sure. Draws, he discards a Parhelion. Beautiful. Alright, well here's our Improbable Alliance. Show me what you got. Does he have it? Okay. Well, I mean, sure. Let's go to best of 3 and see if we have better luck there. Alright, let's see if best of 3 does us better. Sure. This seems reasonable. Able to play the, do I want to play the Triome or do I want to save it for cycling? I think I'm going to save it for cycling. We got 3 lands. We should be able to find more lands. What are these sleeves? Oh, that is crazy. I don't think I've seen that one before. Oh, I'm just gonna Spiral with Canal and pass. Probable Alliance time, baby. I'm gonna hold all my cyclers. Although next turn we could just play the hollow one if we wanted to. Best turn. I'm not going to go for the hollow one play. Don't want to walk into a removal spell. Fatal Push, sure. Obviously, okay, Fatal Push wouldn't be able to do anything, but we'll see. Plus, we could just censor something here. If we don't censor something, we'll just cycle. Cool. Alright, now I'm thinking, let's make a board, shall we? One mana 4/4 is not the worst. We didn't find another land, so at this point I am just going to play the Triome. Got a Zenith Flare and 4 cards in the yard. Soaring, sure. Each opponent.
Neither vampire nor human to extinct. You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Okay, got a Blood Tithe Harvester out of the deal. Let's see. I'm debating between Stinger or Fox. Let's go Stinger. Let's go Stinger. We'll cycle the Fox. See if we can hit another one. Mana Cycler. Nope. We may hold the cast out. We may not. We'll see what happens. This is probably the best our deck has performed yet, so oh, that's an awkward. Got him. I'll cycle this cast out. See if we can draw another cycler. Nope, he's got the stomp. Bzz. Fine with me. 15. Well, we drew land anyways. See what we find here. Another Improbable Alliance, huh? Oh yeah, that was dumb. But at the same time, we're kind of hoping that this gluttonous as he is, will not be the end of us, but we'll see. Soaring. I didn't see that one coming.
Ancient vampire lord.
Sure. So the glutton's gonna flip, which is nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kalitas. Oh my god. All I needed was for you to do something. Man, that is awkward. Very awkward. Very, very, very awkward. We started off so well, too. Blood token gone. Land away. Kalitas. He's gonna be a big boy. He's gonna attack the Kalitas, I imagine. And the probably just the Kalitas. Gotta watch out for the ability to gain 5 life at instant speed. Nope. Let's block the one he can sack. Yep. Taps him out though, but then again opens up Fatal Push, not that that matters. Yep. Back up to 7. Interesting. See if he wants to trade the Glutton. He does. It's fine with me, sir. Alright. Oh, this is what we're racing here. Of course. Oh, no blocks. Yep, he's gaining the life. Need to find. So Zenith Flare hits for 7 right now. Man, 21 lands. I feel it's very bizarre that we're drawing so many lands. I mean, that's... I guess I'm not going to complain about drawing that land. Okay. Well, that means you can't... Okay. Sure. Come on, baby. Give me some goods here. Of course. Yep. Oh! Oh, he hit our own Sweltering Suns? You luck sack. Yep. What a luck sack. Yep. Well, that's a beating. Good job, Evelyn. Good job, Evelyn. Alright. Let's loot. Well, that's fortunate. Maybe he's got a double fatal push. Oh! Alright, so. Les Vampires. Alright, what's working, what's not working? Let's get rid of Drannith Healer. Ironcrag Pyromancer should come in. Ether Gust. Ether Gust can work against a lot in his deck, but not everything. Supreme Verdict should come in. Shredded Sails, nah. The Hearse is an option, but... And probably just drop 1 Go for Blood. Bring in the Verdicts, bring in the Cast Out. Let me see one more time. So we're going to do just Vampires, Soaring, Fatal Push. Gotta watch out for Fatal Push with the Ironcrag Pyromancer, but other than that, I think I like everything that's happening here. So let's do it again. Finally won a game. Feels good, man. After our own deck tried to thwart us, right? Finally won a game. Won a game, won a game. Alright. I'm watching you, Tubbers. I'm watching you. You're sniffing around. What are you sniffing for? Oh. Oh, look at that little ear. Oh, that's so cute. Ew. Oh. Yeah, I think we gotta join you in that mulligan. Oh, it's so good. You need to hit a blue source. Nah. There we go. That's better. Put a Sweltering Suns to the bottom, and we'll keep. See if he's going to stick with... Oh, he went to 5. Oh, I wish I had a better hand. Knight of the Ebon Legion. That's awkward. It's even more awkward. Sure. Oh, jeez. Alright, so this is going to be really bad if we don't draw some lands. Gotta go with the Triome, I hate to say it. We got the verdict. Let's see if we can verdict this. Okay. 4 lower. Oh, that is a relief. Means he doesn't have the 3rd land. Oh, wait, he had it? Why didn't he do it? Oh, so we could pump after. Got it. Makes sense. Alright. Ooh, let's let him keep one of them around, which is fine. It's a lot easier to deal with 1 than it is to deal with 3. Got the Supreme Verdict on backup, so we'll see what happens. Here he comes. It's time to start getting our face beaten in. Until we draw a land. Yep, pump him. Got him. Ow. And if we draw a land, we can just Zenith Flare him, but we did not. Okay. I'm debating here. Do I want to cast the Stinger or do I want to cast the Fox? No. Let's just start cycling. Alright. Not feeling too terrible right now. Probably gonna take a bit of a beating. Sure. He's a big boy, down to 5. It's bigger by the second. We'll start serving up our own beats. Make sure he uses his turn for it first. Down to 14. Harvester. You got him. I'm gonna hold this Soaring City just in case. You can activate the Hive for a turn. It will hurt, but we have the Zenith Flare in backup. Knight of the Ebon Legion again. Sure. Well, that's awkward. It's very awkward.
Stand with me. You're my enemy. My goons will make quick work of defying me, and you'll lose everything.
think about this for a second. We bounce the token, attack him for 4, he's at 8. Or... let's see here. We bounce this token, attack him for 4. Improbable Alliance, not going to get us any love here, it seems. I'm thinking. Down to 4. Alright, Zenith Flare, save me.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Plead for mercy. We needed to draw a cycler there. We did not. Block the trade, yep. Guys, Zenith Flare the Hive, huh?
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Man. Oh, intense! Oh, we're top decking. We need another Zenith Flare. It's up to 9 now. Jeez. Well, be up to 8. Yep, we only got a turn, so let's see how the top deck, the Magic Gods feel about this situation. Doesn't matter about the Hive. All that matters is our top deck power. Yep, doesn't matter. Beep. And... dang! Cannot squeeze across that finish line. He mulled the 5 for us and everything. I'm starting to reconsider Ether Gust. Is it better than Censor? Is it better than Verdict? No, if we put an Ether Gust in place of, well, Censor maybe. I could see dropping 2 Censors, but then we're down Cyclers. I don't know. Is Ether Gust better? I doubt it. Alright, let's try it again. That was just bad luck. Could not squeak across that finish line, baby. Unfortunate. Sure. Don't have blue, which makes this awkward, but we do have cyclers. Get this show going. Now we won't draw any lands. Stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. Awkward. Awkward, awkward, awkward. Need a blue land off the top, if at all possible. Harvester. That's very awkward. Alright. Let's pass. Not gonna attack. I should. But I won't. Oof. How awkward is this? Oh, I should have attacked! I knew that was gonna happen too. Brutal. Who's he more scared of? For now, it's the Fox. See if we draw a Cycler. Oh, good thing we got what we got. Blue mana. Cycler works too. pass. Until we draw blue, we got nothing. Hearse is going to be awkward, but we've got the cast out. Although I am about to cycle it away, aren't I? Ooh. Sure.
Out of my way. I have a wedding to stop.
Oof. Brutal.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Awkward, but we gotta find blue mana. Yep. Yep. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Man, we're just getting savaged here. One game we get flooded, this game we do not. Oh, there's the blue mana. Finally. Yep. Improbable Alliance. Good choice. Good choice. Not being sarcastic. Graveyard Trespasser. Sure. Yep. Why would you do that when I have Sweltering Suns in my hand?
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy. Wallow in darkness, then.
I'm gonna get spanked here by this, we get spanked here by this hearse, but if we untap, we're in pretty good shape. Go nuts for donuts. Takes the cheap cycler, good choice. Yep. Yep. Down to 10. Need a cast out for this hearse. Oh, now we draw our blue mana. Can't afford to pay the life here. 6. Cannot afford to pay the life. There we go. Down to 4. Don't gotta block him just yet. Sure. Supreme Verdict looking awkward. Bye-bye hearse. Hello something else. Blood tokens. Bye-bye Evelyn. Hello land. Awkward. Alright, well now we got chump blockers. At 2. Oh, Zenith Flare, where you at, bro? Knight of the Ebon Legion, sure. Yeah, you can't crew it with that, though. You're gonna have to pump it. There you go. Activates Hive, which then activates. Alright. Magic Gods, if you want to put a Zenith Flare on top, I would love that. That's all I can say. Magic Gods, I love you. Nope. No such love. Ah, Magic Gods! Alright, we're screwed. Well, no. We got one more turn to find a Zenith Flare. What would Zenith Flare hit for? Exactly enough. Okay. Now it hit for even more of enough. He just needs to attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Ah! Stink Burger! That's what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Man! Oh, well, no need to worry about the untapped.gg statistics because we got friggin' clobbered. Man, 21 lands getting flooded that much. I tell you, I really wish that the... Or, not type. Type land with cycling powers. And then we could go not collected, say okay. Man, we only have access to the deserts, which of course have a cycling cost of 2. Maybe we should run them over some of these. I just hate that they come into play tapped. I mean, the other ones do too, but the other ones have a cycling cost of 1. And honestly, the mana base was the biggest detriment. Even with only 21 lands, you notice we were getting flooded. We got to see the deck work a couple times. But man, that was just brutal. Especially those last 2 games against Rakdos. Just stalled out. All the cycling in the world stalled out because the lands cannot cycle. So it might be worth it. It honestly might be worth it to cut some of our slower blue, well, I shouldn't say slower, some of our blue sources for. And we don't have it. I guess it would just be desert. I don't like it. I really don't. But I mean, it's between that and of course the triomes. Oh, that's so sad. How sad is that? It seems so fun, but we just got beaten into the dirt. Ended up going 1-6 in our games. How sad. Oh, Psych Detective. I had high hopes for you, but Stink Burger. Oh well. Ah well. It was still a fun little experiment to be had, so hope everybody enjoyed the slaughtering that just took place, and I will see you all later.